project. Now that I got this bed on there, I want this swing to last longer than the last one did. At my age, I've got maybe 20 years on this rock left, maybe. So I need this to last 20 years. So I've went ahead and put acid etching primer on any bare metal that was on this a couple days ago. Gave it time to dry. I power washed the hell out of the bed. I'm going to hit it with some degreaser real quick, and then I'm going to go in with this 6-inch nylon brush, and I'm going to scuff it all up. The spots I can't get the brush in, I'll hit with 80. When you get a brush like this, you need to get a variable speed unit, because if you don't, and you got one that just goes to max RPM, these will just flatten out like a 90-year-old with B cups, and that's not going to scuff anything. The paint will laugh at that. So let me get cleaning this up and get ready to scuff, and we'll see where this goes. I'm using 415 degreaser on this, and the reason you want to do this is you don't want to just smear the grease around and grind it into your scuffing. So you're going to want to spend a half hour or so cleaning this up. Start at the back or start at the front and work forward. The fact that I power washed it helped me a bit. I can feel it. You can see it's right. You can see the stuff in here. So you may not think it needs to be cleaned until you start cleaning it. And then you'll see it needs to be cleaned. Now what I'm going to do with this upper bed rail, or the back of the bed, is I'm gonna hit this with the bed liner. Something's going on up there, I don't know, but I'll just cover it up. Back with you in about a half hour. Well, it's always something. I was taking the hold downs out and snap the bolt. I'm gonna try getting this out before I put the Rhino liner on, or not Rhino, I don't know what you even call it, a Raptor liner. Go ahead and you're going to need to center punch this. I'll come in with a not too small of a bit, but one to drill a guide hole, and then a larger bit that's smaller than the thread depth, so that when I go to put in the easy out, we'll see if we can get this out. If that doesn't work, I'm going to have to drill and tap it. Not looking forward to it. Got a magnetic base coming for the camera, so there'll be less interruptions with me saying I need two hands. Well, don't ask me how, but I got the hole drilled through without drilling through the outside of the truck. And right down to where you can start to see the threads. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to try the easy out. If that doesn't work, I'm just going to re-drill and trap it. It just needs to be a little off center, so this will be interesting. The tap might actually just pull it or drive it right through and out. We'll see how it goes. Well, it's not going to work for me. I'm trying to easy out, and it's just not doing what it's going to do. And I don't want to break that off in there, because that's hardened. There ain't no getting that out of there. So it's drill and tap time. Ooh, I lucked out. Had the right size drill, and the tap's chasing the threads that are stuck in there right out. Well, that added a half hour to the project. But you know what? If you don't have tie downs, what's your truck bed good for, huh? Yep, virgin threads. It worked. Gotta have patience when you do stuff like this. Okay, what I got going on now is I've hit most of the truck. I'm just finishing up the back here. That thing made short work of this, under a half hour. Where I blown through, or there's rust coming through, I'm gonna clean that up with some sandpaper and then hit it with some etching primer. But there's no way I would do this job without one of these and a mask. Makes real short work of it. I've got it blown out now, and I can go and see where I need to come in and touch this up a little bit. It only takes a second, as you can see. Got my etching primer. What I'm going to do is catch the spots I missed, blow it out again, and then I'm going to degrease it again. And then I'm going to spray the etching primer where I blew through the paint. And while that is drying, I will tape off what I don't want lined. For the taping off process, I'm going to blow up here. Isn't going to be as thick as down here. So I'm just using regular painter's tape on the trim. And it's not attached to the body, it's just attached to the trim. That'll peel off. Now, where there's going to be a sharper edge here, I have applied some wire tape. And basically what that is, it's some thin tape that, some thin tape that has a wire in it. If this would focus, I don't know if you can see that wire right there, but it's a two-sided tape. So the wire side is going to be in. And then after you get it on, pull the backing off. And then I'm going to come back, and I let it hang long so that when I go to pull this off, all I got to do is grab that end of the tape and pull the wire. I'll come in and use some regular painter tape right up over top of this, and then go ahead and paper it off. I'm going to do the same thing on this edge right here. I want my Rhino, I don't know why I keep on getting Rhino liner, but my Raptor liner to come out to here. So this will be done with the wire tape too. And I'll put some blocker behind there with some tape so that I'm not blowing the Raptor liner onto the cab. Almost ready to go. Okay, it's go time. Gonna mix 8 ounces of this activator or hardener per bottle. Oh, and have acetone. You need to clean the gun in between each bottle. I was lucky enough I had enough acetone. I've actually been stealing my wife's nail cleaner, polish remover. It's around here somewhere. There it is. Okay, you gotta shake this for 2 minutes and I'll get back with you. Well, I've got the air pressure turned down to 50, and I want to do the top rail first. And just get this out of the way. I'm only going to put one light coat on that. Doesn't have to, that's not going to be taking the brunt of any of the 2x4s or scrap metal or whatever I'm going to put in this. Okay, now I'm going to get up inside here and I'm going to work my way back doing the sides first. Okay, I should do this in a well-ventilated area. So this is one bottle, and I have 4. So I'm going to use about 1/4 of a bottle just to touch up where I didn't get And then I'm going to use the rest of the bottles on the bed itself. So far, so good. Hopefully this does what it's supposed to do. I have used this before on our car hauling trailer. It's been on there 5 years now, and I did that over virgin wood. I did it as soon as we bought the trailer, and none of it has come up. So far I've been impressed with Raptor. So, okay, let me get the next coat on here. The sides are all done, and I came through the center and put a pretty decent coat on the center, and then I'm going to come back and do the sides standing up on that little baby there, so I don't have to get back into the truck again. Okay, 2 more bottles. It's gonna take it down to the wire. And I'm not doing the tailgate because that thing's bent to hell, so I put a rubber band on it. And I've got a old man tailgate with a built-in ladder, so when I go to paint the truck, I'll put that tailgate on because that is way the wrong color. Whew. Getting tough to breathe. Yeah, I got it all on. It's supposed to do 2 coats. I just blew through that part of the instructions because I have time to let this dry. Really, there may be thought behind that process, but I have cars waiting to get in here, so I need to get this dry in here overnight, and then I can put the tonneau cover on and in a toolbox. I'm going to wait about an hour, and then I'm going to pull the tape off and the paper off. I just want it to set up just a little bit. That wire tape should peel right off. I don't want to wait too long. I don't want it to harden. So, okay, I'll let you know how that goes. Well, I got impatient. Pulled all the paper off now. I was just careful not to have it touch it while I did it. It was a success. We'll let this dry a couple hours, and then put the hold downs back in, put the rubber hole plugs back in, and go ahead and get the toolbox on and tonneau cover. So that's the end of this project. Well, no, it's not. I'm going to make sure this is in the problem. I'm going to disappoint some people here. I need to lose weight. Non-alcoholic. What the hell is wrong with me?